Hey y'all, I thought I'd do something different here. I was going back through some of my older videos and I thought, you know what? I need to do something about these videos. They were edited out. They weren't even edited. They were just shot and uploaded. But what this video here is about, it's the second log I ever put on my sawmill. The very second one I ever had on there, and it's a piece of redwood. I ended up cutting it up for siding on my daughter's woodshed, which I still ain't completed yet. We'll get there yet. Hey y'all, don't forget to hit that like button, the thumbs up, you know what I'm talking about. And hit that share button and hit that subscribe button down there in the lower corner. But in the meantime, while I'm watching this video, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about it, read you some of the comments that's been on my channel along the way. I'm also going to sit here right here in my nice warm house by my wood fire here, drinking my coffee from my coffee cup from my Teespring store. Have a cup of shut up and listen. Oh yeah, it's just good coffee, and I like the cup too. Supposed to have a picture on the side, they kind of messed up on me, but that's okay. If you want to order yourself a cup, you can go to the descriptions down below, and you can even use the coupon on in there to get yourself a cut rate. Also put t-shirts and other stuff down in there. In the meantime, I'm waiting for us to go on the coffee. Can't hold me chocolate chip cookies that my wife makes. Now, when I was shooting this video, when I was milling this log, my shoulder was acting on up, and I wasn't able to hardly use my left arm at all, so that kind of slowed things on down. And I'm still learning the mill. Let's go ahead and read some of the comments that I've received. Where my glasses go? Oh, yeah. Cookie comes in my beard. That's why you have a beard. Comes. These are the wrong glasses. Oh, here they are. These are the better. Now, old Sneedlock's workshop, he says, "Good, you have a very clever promotion to the Teespring. Love the graphics." Now said he wants his own brand of Teespring. Hey, I appreciate your comment there. Yeah, she should get her own Teespring. She should buy her own shirts online though. Isaac Freeman says, "Thanks for the information. I've got about 25 13-foot logs I want to mill into board and batten. Now I think this will pay for itself on this one job." Isaac, maybe I'll come across your comment here. I don't have this written down in order or anything else like this. I'm not starting at the top and just going on down, reading some of the comments. I know what your comments was earlier. I want to tell you, it's going to be low wages if you're trying to produce. If you're looking at selling the lumber, it's low wages, because to mass produce a large amount of lumber takes forever, on these sawmills. If you're doing it for your own project, yeah, you'll save some money, and the reward isn't in the savings. The reward is in doing it yourself. Second Star Survival says, laughing out loud, look at all the dead oxygen, referring to the trees. I can just hear the tree huggers crying and complaining now. Okay, here's a comment from David Burke. He says, take and put a long neck extra bottle into the container you got now. The added on bottle will only empty when the existing bottle drains below a certain level. Below the opening of the added bottle. Make brackets for the fill the extra bottle for vibration. Looks like a 2-liter bottle might just fit enough. And you know what, David, you know what, that is a good way to go. Actually, I mean, I'm thinking I would like to go with a larger container, but I mean, what you're talking about there is it would be a very good helpful way, but I'm looking at putting a larger container on that in there and having another valve that actually just controls the actual volume of water going through there, whether it's high or low. But I like your suggestion. Okay, here's a comment from David Hale. I hope I'm getting guys' names right on this. David Hale says, here's your nasty comment. Because I'm always saying, hey, I appreciate the nasty comments too. He says, here's your nasty comment. Add more videos. I built my entire home, 2 barns, and a small home for my parents, plus cut a lot of wood for neighbors. Good job, David. Yeah, I do need to put out more videos. It's not as easy said as done. I tell you what, shooting videos is actually a job. Sometimes I enjoy it, sometimes I don't. And John Corn, he says maybe he's giving a suggestion on my sawmill about maybe making it easier and stuff. He says maybe you can adapt an electric lift kit from Hudson. They have a very similar mill, and it's an option you can order. And I presume he's talking about a lift kit for the logs. Well, my Kubota tractor is my lift kit. The video that he watched was before I started using the tractor. I hadn't had the torch on there yet, per se. And anyway, I got that part down pretty good now. By the way, a number of the comments that I'm getting on in here is a video that I just recently released. I'll put it up here in the card up over here somewhere if you want to go check it out. It's a short little clip. I'm not reading the comments, but it's where I took a slip and a fall and boom, I went down hard in the snow. I'm seeing a number of comments on that video. If you want to check that out, it's up in that card right up there. Maybe it's over here. I never can remember which side the card's going to be. The camera backwards or not, I don't know. Schneppel. Don't know if I'm saying his last name right. He says, looks like damn hard work. I would have saved more money and bought a different sawmill with hydraulics. Keep having fun, as they say. Yeah, I tell you what, if a person can't afford the money, I tell you what, I honestly don't think the original sawmill, band sawmill that I know of, the original one, the wood miser, you can't beat those. Mark Dobson says, I've had my HarborFreight sawmill since March of 2014. I'm very pleased with it. I also made my own track and added the original track to the end, allowing for a 29-foot cut. I have done many upgrades to the mill since owning it. Most are very cheap. I added a piece of hose to the end of the copper tube to ensure the loop placement on the blade. I added a second valve to the water line, one to adjust the flow and one just to turn it on and off. I have a magnetic ruler which I color coded with 4 quarters, 5 quarters, and 6 quarters and 8 quarters. By the way, they're talking when they're talking quarters of an inch. It's never mind. I know what he's saying on it. Okay. If y'all want to know what we're talking about, I'll clarify that another time. But lumber is declared in quarter inch. You know, so if it's 4 quarters, that's 1 inch thick. If it's 5 quarters, that's 1 inch and a quarter. There's your explanation. This really speeds up blade and height adjustment. I changed out the guide blocks with 8mm roller skate bearings. For problems I have with mine, I have had to replace the V-belt once. I did have one major problem that happened in 2020. The lead screw nut for the height adjustment stripped out. This nut was left-handed, metric, and impossible to find. I ended up switching it to a standard ACME thread and replaced the lead screw also. This actually ended up being cheaper at around $50. Okay, actually I haven't had that problem fortunately with the lead screw that you're talking about yet, you know, and I'm not saying I won't. I did deal with my water situation. I put another piece of copper line that goes on down there, and the copper is bent, especially right down onto the blade, so my water just goes right onto the blade now. I do like your suggestion of adding another control valve on there, so you have one for on and off, and the other one that adjusts the flow, so you can just adjust the flow and then you leave that with that alone, and the other one is just on and off. Good suggestion here. And 8mm roller blades, skate bearings. I've thought about switching those. I'm still using the friction guides, and I haven't really had much problem with them, very little at all. But I am considering switching over to the roller guides. I've been told that there's problems with those too, so I don't know. Time will tell if I'm going to decide to switch from friction guides or not. You know what? Carrying a full board over here. See that? It's awful white, but that is redwood. That's what it's got. And gives it a pretty nice cut. For you that don't believe that that's redwood, well, hopefully you know redwood bark. That's the bark that came off of it. I haven't decided what I want to cut the rest of this on into. It's going to be siding for over here. It's redwood, so it's definitely going to be siding. So got the log squared up. I'll decide what I want to cut the rest later. Just remember, folks, if the girls don't find you handsome like me, they can find you handy like me. And if they don't find you handy like me, we'll just pray that they find you. Y'all come back now, you hear? Bye! If the girls can't find you handsome, they can at least find you handy. Shit. I still ain't got it right. If they can't find you handy, they can sure find you handsome. There you go.
Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.
Just remember, folks, that the girls don't find you handsome like me. Just remember, folks, that the girls don't find you handsome like me. They can find you handy. Well,